Okay, so this is my second attempt trying to do this, but good morning, y'all. I am trying to get some content out where I'm just kind of vlogging, honestly. I guess, yeah, vlogging, just a daily content upload of some sort. That's kind of me just checking in, letting everybody know what's going on, what I'm thinking, what I'm up to. Should I turn this light on? Let me see. So yeah, the big thing is y'all gonna see as I as I upload these, like I'm gonna do a lot of walking around the crib and talking, walking around the crib and talking. That's just how I do things. Like I'll walk and talk on the phone, helps keep my brain flowing, moving, whatever. But for the purpose of this, let me post up somewhere. Let me post y'all like right here. Maybe turn this light on. I think that's better. Yeah, man. Oh, maybe. Hold on. That's a little better. That's a little better. Let me grab some tea real quick. My tea. So yeah, I think the real exercise of doing this every day is just to build up some discipline for me as far as content creation goes, because in my personal life, I just been trying to get as consistent as possible with everything I've been doing. Just get as consistent as possible. But I make music. You know what I mean? I make content that the world needs to see and that I want to get out. And I feel like there's no point of me trying to pretend like I'm not trying to get the content out, because I do want to get the content out, obviously. And the best way for me to kind of get proactive is just to like do it, just to work on the constant acts of like trying to do this shit every day, no matter what. Just getting to work. And I also think for the people that are following the content that I'm already putting out, like the music, the videos, whatever, the projects, like I think this is just a great way to kind of bring it all together. Like, oh, this is Lou, this is who Gary is, like this is what everything is about. So topic for the day, just to throw something out there, just to get our brains and minds going. Let me get a good one. Let me pull a good one out the bag. Being honest with yourself. I just had a conversation with my little brother like this past weekend. Maybe it was Saturday or Friday. He just called me out the blue and we was just chopping it up, and I'm not gonna put the biz out there, but it was more so just like being true to yourself, like trying not to lose sight of what it is that you want to do, the things that you want to see happen. And a lot of times we don't even realize it, but like people would take us off course, whether that be like family, friends, a motherfucker you don't know, whatever. Like people will take you off course just by giving you something in your daily realm and like your interaction every day that is like just like things that are not of you, and you'll start acting and saying and doing things that are not like of you, and you'll become those things over time because it'll keep happening. So I feel like the best way to look past those things and to keep your mind always focused on like where you're trying to be is to remember who you are. Remember that people are gonna come into your world, say the craziest things to you, say the wildest things to you, say the best things to you. And sometimes the intention behind those things is going to be to get you to not be you no more. Simple as that. Sometimes people just don't want you to be you. Whatever you represent to them is either unfamiliar, it's threatening, it's territorial. Whatever it is, they don't want you to be you anymore. So you got to figure out a way to kind of like position yourself in your brain and say, this is me. I'm not losing this part of me. I'm not getting rid of this part of me, whether it's for, a relationship or a friendship or a career. Because when we talk about like people getting bought out or people like selling themselves or selling yourself short, to be real with you, a lot of that is based on your self-esteem and your view of yourself. You know what I mean? For me to even want to do content where I'm coming up here talking to y'all like some fucking guru, which I'm not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm constantly making mistakes. I'm constantly doing things wrong. But that's just life, man. Like, you can't, like even with the music, like, I'm making, like, when I'm recording and when I'm writing and when I'm, like, putting things from my mind onto, you know, whatever creative palette I choose to express it in that moment, like, honesty has to be at the root of that. I can't even get in there and just be like, you know what, I'm gonna tell these motherfuckers a story just to tell them a story. Like, no, like, for one, like, once things get going, especially like when it comes to my creative process, once a beat is going, the beat is talking to me. When you watch that Summers in Venus, when you watch the Summers in Venus video again, Reese is he's just making the shit, he's just cooking the bitch up. Like 15 minutes it took him to like really get the outline of that beat together. And the whole time it's happening, I'm just freestyling, I'm just thinking, what is the beat telling me? What does the beat like? Like, what does the beat want? And Q-Tip has this, he has this line where he's like, when the song ends, I become what the beat was. No, people fuck with me because when the song ends, I become what the beat was. And I was just playing that for my girl yesterday. And I'm like, that shit speaks to my body. You know what I mean? Like, that speaks to my mind, it speaks to my body. It speaks to like the preservation of self that I have in my brain of like, you niggas are gonna think a lot of this shit that everybody is doing, everybody's putting out is like up here. And they're like, oh man, what do you think of it? And it's like, I don't have any opinions because it's like, I'm just trying to work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to work. I'm just trying to get in that mode of like, bro, I think I got into this like super, like, I remember I heard Cardi say on an interview one time, like, he was like, I really just been playing my own shit. Like, I really have been listening to a lot of shit or whatever. And at the time, I was like, 100% I get it. That's what I'm thinking at the time, which I wasn't following in terms of like idea, thought process. I wasn't at where he was at with that statement. But then I thought about it, I'm just reflecting, you know, just take the time to reflect. I'm just reflecting on like, as an artist, what would be the benefit of me doing that? And the first thing I was thinking of was, I think that's how like a lot of us kind of stay like with a trend or get caught in like an era or a moment. It's because we'll spend so much time, I think, consuming other people's shit, and then when it's time to do our shit, we're like, yeah, okay, cool, but the last time I liked the song, it was this nigga song, he sounded like this, so I'm gonna try my best to get some of that sauce into my shit. And for the last like 2 years, maybe last year and a half, consistently, all of 2025, get that out the way. I'm gonna say since I dropped Susie after like mid 2024. After mid 2024, so between 2023 and mid 2024, I decided I'm just not gonna keep playing everybody else's shit. Now, I'm definitely still consuming music, but I'm consuming a lot of like what my mother sends me, you know, what my stepfather's playing, what my dad's playing, you know, like I'm just consuming what I hear as I pass through life. My everyday shit has just been my car, like my riding around music is my music. That's the best way to put it. My driving around music is my music. In the house, I'm playing like vibey shit. I'm playing shit I want to hear, shit me and my girl want to hear. Really my shuffled songs on Spotify. I don't know why I'm making it bigger than it is. And I got like 2 playlists I'm really running through. But what does that have to do with the grand scheme of what I was just talking about being true to yourself? What I'm saying is like, sometimes you can have too many voices in your head. You can have too many opinions, too many things, too many people like driving you, whoever you are, driving you to think X, Y, and Z, and that's not you. You're A, B, and C. You start off with the first 3 letters. You don't go to the end and go back to X, Y, and Z. So if they giving you LMNO, you know what I'm saying? Remind you, I'm an ABC type nigga. I don't need, you know, X, Y, and Z. You get what I'm saying? You gotta see the big picture here. And then on top of that too, it's almost like, I was thinking about people that kind of, I think I'll save this for the next video, but like motherfuckers that break the norm and do things that are like, oh, how did he do that? Or how did he know to do that? Or damn, you know, he was smart for doing that. They never had a nigga tell them in the beginning, I'm assuming, this is just an assumption, right? And assumptions make an ass out of you, so I'm trying not to make too many of them. But I have to assume in the beginning when the nigga was breaking through the fold, niggas weren't telling him like, hey, that's gonna work. Or that's a good idea. Or you know what, like everything you're thinking, it makes sense. People weren't doing that for everybody. So it's like, I don't know, man, just getting confident with being unsure. And knowing too, like that's okay, but as long as I'm staying in my realm of like what's me, there's nothing wrong. Like if I continue to be me, and even if this person doesn't like it and this person doesn't get it and this person disagrees, understand who are you being dishonest with? No one. You keeping shit a buck with who you are, not what we think you are, not what we think you should be, who you are. And then we'll look back at it in 4 or 5 years and be like, you know what? I think so-and-so was right. I had niggas hit me up literally and tell me, bro, I'm talking about way past the time period this shit should have happened, but shout out to bro for doing this. Like, niggas hit me up like, yo, remember when we was giving you hell for wearing Nautica and telling you da-da-da, and like, now Nautica the shit. And this was like 3-4 years ago, but in my mind, I'm like, see, but that is the key to the shit. It's like, be you. You never know when you is gonna come into style. You get what I'm saying? That's it, bro. I'm talking too much. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.